All right, guys, let's do a quick review for special right triangles. Okay, we'll start off with the 45, 45, 90. Let's say this side here is 3. All right, this is your starting point. Well, remember, these two sides in a 45, 45, 90 are always the same. So this one would there also would be 3. And then we put it into the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so we do 3 squared plus 3 squared. This becomes 9 plus 9 is equal to c squared. C is equal to the square root of 18. Okay, then you do factor trees or look through our chart to see the biggest perfect square that goes into 18, which would be 9. That breaks down into square root of 9 times square root of 2. Square root of 9 is 3. 3 root 2 is this side here, 3 root 2. All right, let's try another one. How about if this is 6? Okay, we know these are the same, so we have to put variables in there. Then we just do x squared plus x squared equals a hypotenuse squared. This becomes 2x squared, 36. Divide both sides by 2. X squared equals 18. X is equal to the square root of 18. X is equal to the square root of 9 times the square root of 2. X equals 3 root 2. Okay? How about if this is 5 here? Well, if this is 5, then this one over here is going to be 5, and then we just do 5 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. 25 plus 25. C squared equals 50. C is equal to the square root of 50. See if you can break that down. Biggest perfect square that goes into that is 25 times square root of 2. C is equal to 5 root 2. Okay, I'm going to start you on the next one, see if you can do it on your own. We'll say this is 4 root 2. See if you can finish it up. All right, well, if this is 4 root 2, this one here is 4 root 2. So it's 4 root 2 squared plus 4 root 2 squared equals a hypotenuse squared. 4 root 2 squared is 32. 4 root 2 squared, 32. If you don't know where I got this number from, watch the previous video. Equals c squared. Sorry about that. C squared equals 64. C is equal to the square root of 64. C is equal to 8. Okay, next one. How about this is 7 root 2? See if you can figure this one out. Give you a hint, they're x's. X squared plus x squared equals 7 root 2 squared. 2x squared equals, what's this squared? 98. Divide both sides by 2, 49. X equals square root of 49. X is equal to 7. All right, let's try our next type of triangle. Remember on this triangle here that if this were, say, 2, our hypotenuse is going to be 4. The hypotenuse is always twice as long as the shortest side. And then from there, you would do 2 squared plus this is b equals a hypotenuse squared. Then you finish it up. Okay, you should pause the video, see if you can finish it up, and then come back and check your work. Biggest perfect square that goes into 12 is 4. 3 times b is equal to 2 root 3. Okay, what if this here was 5 root 3? Start you here. What's twice that? 2 times 5 root 3 would be 10 root 3. Okay? If I started you, usually we just have 1. We don't give you the 30 and the 60. How about if this is 14 root 3? And that's the longest side. What's that make the shortest side? So this is your starting point. What's that make the shortest side? Well, it's going to be the same as up here. It's going to be half. So this would be 7 root 3. Okay? So let's try a problem here. How about if this is 5 root 3, and you got to find the other sides. Okay, well we know this has to be double 10 root 3. So you do 5 root 3 squared plus b squared equals 10 root 3 squared. 5 root 3 squared, real quick, 75, plus b squared equals 10 root 3 squared, real quick, 300. B squared is equal to 225. Take the square root of 225, see if we have a whole number, which we do. B is equal to 15. Okay? Let's come up here and we'll say that this is 10. Find all the other parts. Okay, well if this is 10, then this has to be 5, and then we do 5 squared plus b squared equals 10 squared. Everything is working out to be using the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, subtract 25 from both sides, square root of 75, square root of 25 times the square root of 3, b is equal to 5 root 3. All right, that's 5 root 3. All right, now one of the more challenging ones. Let's say that this is 2 root 3. Okay, we know that this is x, and this has to be 2x, twice as big as this. So what we're going to do is x squared plus 2 root 3 squared equals 2x squared. So 2 root 3 squared from the previous video is going to be 12. 2x squared is going to be 4x squared from the previous video. Then we subtract x squared. We get 12 equals 3x squared. Divide both sides by 3. X squared equals 4. X is equal to the square root of 4. X is equal to 2. This would be 2. This would be 4. Hope you found this video informative and helpful, and I'll see you on the next video.